The first step in cooking is washing your hands. There are microscopic bugs that hide inside your jewelry, so if you wear any bracelets, make sure to remove them before you start to cook. If you have long hair, it's also important to tie it up so while you're cooking you don't get hair that falls into your food. 2 ingredients are peppers. So I have a yellow and a red pepper. So to begin, take off the stickers and wash them and dry them thoroughly. The proper knife used for cutting veggies is a heavy, wide knife. This allows the cook to exert less pressure while cutting the object or the vegetable, but in this case I'm just using this knife. It works the same. If you're interested in using the edges of the pepper, you can just cut off the stem and then put it in the garbage, and then you can save the top of the pepper for later. Also, when using a knife, make sure it's sharp. If you have a dull knife, the edges of the peppers or whatever you're cutting can get rugged. Also, with a dull knife, it's more likely for you to slip off and cut yourself. You don't want to get any injury in the kitchen. And then also cutting boards, make sure it's wood or plastic. Don't ever use bamboo or glass or anything like that. It's a harder surface. It'll make the knife more dull, more easy to slip off. The next step when cutting a pepper is just to cut a line down like this, and now we're gonna cut inside the pepper to remove all of the seeds. Now we're gonna slice the pepper so we have the inside. Then again, we can clean up the insides, removing where the seeds were. Then we're just gonna make slices down the pepper. Try to get the sizes, cut sizes similar. Our next item for our pinwheels is baby spinach. So if you want, if the pieces are a little big, you can kind of like tear them in half. So we're just gonna get like a handful of these for each of our pinwheels. Our next step is the carrots. So I have my baby carrots here, and I'm just gonna slice them in half. And here you see the importance of having a flat surface to cut on. Our next ingredient is the purple cabbage. So we're gonna begin peeling the cabbage, just the first layer off, and then throw the remains in a bag or in a trash can. Although for my smaller veggies like the peppers and the carrots, I enjoy using a smaller knife. For the purple cabbage, I like to use a bigger, heavy, the wide knife that I was talking about earlier, because it is a much bigger vegetable. So here in the middle we have the core. This is where all the leaves connect. So the easiest way to avoid this and have less trouble is to slice the cabbage right in half in the middle of the core. Now we're going to begin slicing our cabbage, so just cut down. Now we're done cutting all our veggies. We're going to use Clean As We Go. Next, I'm going to use my tortillas. I'm using a flour tortilla. You can use a wheat tortilla or like a green veggie tortilla. Or a veggie wrap, whatever you guys prefer. And then I'm going to take the hummus. I'm using a spoon to spread it out, and I'm going to spread it on each tortilla. I'm going to try to spread it evenly and leave a 1 inch border. Then you're gonna choose the color veggie in order of the rainbow. Just grab a few veggies. Then you're gonna roll up each tortilla really tight. Just like that. Before serving your food, always make sure to taste it. If you followed the cooking steps and cleaned as you go, the kitchen should be very easy to clean up. When cleaning your surfaces, it's better to use a damp paper towel. Just wipe off your surface and then sweep any crumbs into your hand or into the trash can. Make sure not to use a sponge because a sponge collects a lot of dirt and has a lot of germs in it. So with this appetizer, you're going to use the same prep as the other one. Print out the recipe, read it thoroughly. Again, wash your hands, take off all jewelry, and tie your hair. The first step in our recipe is preheating the oven. So we're going to preheat the oven to 450 degrees. Cucumber is another vegetable that we have to prep by washing and drying. And when cooking vegetables in a meal, to prep the vegetables first. So when the meal's ready, you can just put them on. Here we're just gonna thinly slice the cucumber. This time we're gonna use a bread knife, and this is gonna be to cut our baguette lengthwise. While we're waiting for the oven to preheat, we're gonna mash together ingredients for the top of the toast. So we're gonna take our extra virgin olive oil, 4 tablespoons, and put it in a bowl to mix. To optimize the amount of juice and the lemon, roll it under your palm to break down the membranes. Instead of doing this, you can microwave it for 10 to 15 seconds. Now for my bowl, I'm going to take a half of a teaspoon and pour it in with our other olive oil. Now we're going to be taking half a cup of feta cheese and mixing it in with our oil and lemon juice. Now we're going to dump in the feta with the rest of our ingredients and mash it together with a fork. Next we're going to season our cheese with salt and pepper. First, I'm going to just be placing a tray underneath where the bread is going to go, just in case any of the oil falls off. I don't want any grease in the oven. And then I'm going to take my bread, place it on the top rack. And I know my bread is officially done because the outside edges are a golden brown. And whenever you're finished cooking, for safety, always make sure you turn your appliances off. And then we're going to take the cheese spread we made earlier and just take a knife and spread it across the baguette. After you have the cheese spread across the baguette, you're going to use the thinly diced cucumber and just place it along the baguette on top of the cheese. Acidity, salt, and horseradish all bring out the full flavors within foods. So acidity in this recipe is the lemon juice. So we're just gonna drizzle lemon juice over the baguettes. We're gonna sprinkle a little salt over them as well, and then a little pepper. Then we're just gonna do a little olive oil as well. And this appetizer, follow the same steps for cleaning up as you did the other one. Make sure you left the kitchen as clean as you found it before.